Konnichiwa, my name is Senpai777 and welcome back to another episode of Magic the Gathering. And today I got a really interesting, I'm totally boring deck. So, basically all this deck is we got Terramanda for spells, we got Opt, we got Brandborn for playing spells during an opponent's turn, and we got 4 quenches, 4 cancels, 2 convolutes, 4 sinisters, 4 thought collapses, 4 absorbs, 2 Teferis, 2 cleansing novas, and 4 field sea serpents to win the game. So yeah, you now know why I call this deck I'm boring, because we literally have every single counter that is for both creatures and spells in the deck. I didn't want to add more convolute. I guess I can. Can't I? I guess it's better than quench, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Yeah, let's go up a convolute and down a quench. Because that makes sense. Yeah, and that's the deck. There's really not much to say about it except I'm boring, so just gonna play a boring deck today. Good old Azorious counter deck. Who would have seen it coming? And yeah, I'm still in the same recording session, so I haven't seen you guys' comments. I'm gonna have like about 3-4 more episodes that I'm gonna record in this setting. So make sure you still comment below, because I will see it and respond to it real time. And if you like this video, make sure you like the video. Alright, our first opponent, Horse Stab. That sounds like something I would not like. Something to do with stabbing and a horse. Ooh, opponent mulligan. You know what that means for a counter deck. Gets to play nothing. Unless it's an aggro deck, which is literally every single deck right now, then we just lose. Because that's what our deck is bad against. Literally, the only thing this deck is bad against is aggro deck. If it's mono red, not really. Okay, that's bad. Good thing we draw a quench there. Alright, cool. So we can flash that in at the end of their turn. Alright, so when they try to play something with 1 mana. Cool. And yeah, no attacks. Last turn. And now the counter game begins. No, you don't get to play that. No. And now we opt to keep this alive, so he can't remove it unless he has a lightning strike. And yes, we'll draw that Terramanda. He's a good boy. Alright, cool. Brandborn Cutthroat's getting pretty big there, Mr. Horse Stab. Oh, he's mana screwed. I kind of feel bad now. I'll just put you out of your misery. I'll put you out of your misery, Horse Stab, don't worry. I'm so sorry. Land screw is the worst, man. It's the worst. Tell you what, if you want to kill my Terramander, I will let you. Never mind, I lied. I like my Terramander. He's mine, not yours. As in, not yours. Don't touch. No touch. No touchy. Well, I guess I just win. And now we just adapt on the end of his turn and call it a day. No. Hard pass. Hard pass on that one. And GG. Game. Admittedly, opponent was laying screwed, but we had the perfect hand to deal with his deck, so I still consider that a win. But yeah, game 1, that's a win. Let's go win. Let's see if we can win game 2 out of 3. Alright. Origins, yo! That's our opponent. Rocking a Teferi avatar over there. I don't like this hand. I mean, I guess it's okay. I'd like to have one more counter in hand. Alright, well, it looks like we might have our mirror matchup. So we're gonna... Oh no, is it? Okay. So we're gonna flash in Brineborn on the end of his turn. Quench if he tries anything. Oh yes! Oh yes, that it could go! Goodbye! Goodbye! I don't like you. Nothing personal, kid, but I don't like you, Mr. Ashiok. No, 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 no. Gain 1 life. Won't help you in the end. And we just flash in Mr. Brineborn because we are a boss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we got our opt if he doesn't kill it immediately and doesn't play anything next turn. Alright. Got a shock in your hand there, buddy boy. Yeah, because we want to get Teferi out, don't we? Yep. So then he can't kill our Cutthroat. Yeah. So I got a whole full control here, so in case he tries to go for shock, we could just opt. What are you gonna play, boy? What are you gonna play, Mr. Teferi? No. 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 Mine, as in not yours. Don't touch. Got nothing else to play? Guess not. Yeah! Ideally, I will say this deck is evil, but it does its job. Definitely does its job. Now, if I had more of those Brineborn Cutthroats, I think this could be a legit deck that I could run in rank. Bearing that there's not 20 or so decks in rotation or aggro decks, but yeah. 2 out of 3. So we've officially won. But let's see if we can make the third one for a perfect clear. Alrighty, so we are up against a Johnny Avatar, which means he's a boss. And we have 2 turns to draw into what we need. So hopefully we draw into a land or a quench. Quench would be ideal. Quench would definitely be ideal right here. That's not gonna help you, buddy. Not gonna help you against my deck. Yes, please. Thank you. Now we got our counters online. I mean, he could kill 2 of my things. No. Alright. We got our quench, so we are good to go. And Teferi could just bounce that once we get into late game. So, yeah. Oh no 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 no. Ow, my face. Oh, convolute. Okay, wow. So hopefully we draw into 3 more lands on curve. Yeah, no. And I feel like he's got another one. Of course you do. Of course you do. Did we bounce it to get by ourselves another turn? That is the question. Do we bounce it? Yeah, I think we do.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Give me land. Azorious? Really? Yeah. I think we lost against this deck. This deck's too fast. Too many 1/2 drops.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Oh, now we draw land. Yeah. And I think we're just dead here if we don't draw into a Cleansing Nova land in exactly that order. Yeah. Play something so I could gain some life, dude. Please. No, it's gonna be that way. Okay. No, that doesn't help us. That also does not help us. That also doesn't help us. Nova! Well, shoot. I think I think someone finally got us. Good for them. Not even upset. You know, this deck did what it needed to do, and I said it loses against aggro decks. So, good game, opponent. Hats off to you, Johnny. Alright, well, that was the deck. The I'm Boring Azorious counter deck. If you want to build this for yourself, go right ahead because it's a very inexpensive deck. I think it pretty much, the most expensive one is Absorb, the Fairy, and Cleansing Nova. Even those Frilled Sea Serpents are commons. And Terramander is uncommon. Cutthroat is uncommon. I just used all my uncommons on my vampire deck that I made, so that's why I don't have enough more, you know, Cutthroats. But I think if I added in more Cutthroats, I think I would do a lot better in this deck. I mean, ideally, it's great, right? So, but yeah. Well, that was the video. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe so we can hit that 450 mark. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.